In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right. Your destination is on the right.
All right, starting with that view, let me be the first to welcome you to Cedar Pond Campground. I am now the new owner of Cedar Pond Campground as of today. So we have a lot of work to do. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with our first official video of the campground YouTube channel. Is going to be a walking tour of every site in this campground. So stay tuned as I walk you through Cedar Pond Campground and everything the campground has to offer, starting with this amazing view. So right now I'm just walking the parking lot of the boat landing here at the campground. It basically sits, as you can see, that's the campground right there. It sits right next to the campground. And it's a rather large parking lot where people can come and launch their boats into the lake. So we're going to go down there, and one of the things I'm going to do as part of my daily live stream is I'm going to take a temperature of the water. So basically it's just going to be a really non-scientific form of taking the temperature. I'm just going to take one of my meat thermometers and just dip it in the lake. So it's obviously going to read a surface temperature because as most people know with lake water, you know, the water temperature deep down into the lake is going to be different than the temperature at the surface. Alright, so right now the temperature of the lake is 52 degrees even. It's 52.0. So that'll be my starting point. And just so you can get a nice view of the lake, I'm just going to do a pan because this is the first time I've done it on camera. This is basically the whole lake. It's not a very big lake. It's only about 80 acres. But there's a lot of residents on the lake. And that right there is the beach that belongs to the campground. And then this is the state boat landing. So this is state property here. You got a bathhouse up there. It's just 2 pit toilets. There's no power or anything to the bathrooms. Just 2 pit toilets, no sinks. Just a place to go to the bathroom. So yeah, that's the boat landing here in Cedar Pond, New Hampshire. Alright, starting this tour at the lowest part of the campground down near the lake, you just saw the bathhouse, the lower bathhouse. That is one of 2 bathhouses on the property. This here is one of our rental campers. This is the smallest of the 3. It's for 2 people, but it's arguably one of the best because it's right here on the beach. You can step off the deck and you are right on the sand, ready to go in the water or go relax on the beach. This is a great little rental camper. We don't have any lifeguards on the beach, but we do have this life float that can be used in an emergency. Heading back up the hill, again we passed by the lower bathhouse and the rental canoe, kayak, and pedal boat that we have. Now back at the top of the hill, where this car is parked, is site number 5. This is one of 5 sites on what we call the landing. Here is site number 4. That tan building that you see is the owner's residence and the office. So if you have any needs to contact the owner, you will find us there, or we're out wandering the campground. Here's a good look at sites number 4 and 5 together. And this one here is site number 3. And you'll see the darker gray gravel. That is the leveled off part of every site on this landing. Here is camper number 2, one of our rental campers. This one arguably has the best view because it's up on the landing and it overlooks the lake. Going back away from the lake, we have site number 1. This would be our only true pull-through site. If you have a big enough rig that you need to pull through, you can go ahead and do so as needed. Right here is site number 8. This is one of our 2 cabins that we have on hand. And then the other cabin is site number 8. I'm sorry, the first one was site number 6. This is site 8. Our 2 cabins. This is site number 7. This is a water-only campsite, and it's just above the road, and it offers actually water and sewer. This is site number 9. This is our 3rd rental camper. This is the largest of the 3. We can accommodate quite a large family inside this one. There's bunk beds in the back, and then there's the main bedroom there, and this one is equipped with a sliding glass door, and again, a great view if you can see through the trees. This is site number 10. This is one of our seasonal rentals. These folks have been coming for years. They just hadn't arrived as of the day I filmed. Here is site number 11. It's right next to the camper number 9. This would be a great site to rent if you're going to rent the camper and the 2 sites together if you have a big party. Alright, so from here you can see a bunch of campsites. So if you're a large tent party and want to rent multiple campsites, these are the ones you want. 12 over there next to the bathhouse. 13 right there. I'm standing on 15. 16 is over there across the road. 17 and 18 are the next 2. You can see the 2 fire pits, 17, 18. So all of these are tent sites. There's a bathhouse right here near them, which gives you a toilet and a shower in one stall, and a toilet and a sink in the other. And of course there's a sink in the shower stall. So right side, toilet, shower, sink. Left side, toilet, sink. And then there's a kitchen sink to do your dishes right there. There's you can see it from here, there's a 15 amp outlet right there on the wall that anyone is free to use to charge their devices. There's no power or water per se to these sites. 12 has water to it. 13 also has water. This spigot right here does not work. It's part of an old system that is defunct and is not connected. So this one here has no power or water whatsoever. And then the 3 that are down over the hill here, no hookups whatsoever, no power, no water available at those sites, just strictly tent sites. But we can accommodate tents or smaller campers. That one furthest down would be extremely difficult to get anything bigger than a pop-up into. You could probably do a pop-up there, but it would be very difficult. You could probably fit maybe a 25-foot RV in this one and that one over there, and you can easily get probably a 25-foot RV in this one as well, and that one as well. So smaller RVs can get up here. The previous owner did not allow any campers up on the hill here, just because it's outside of his comfort level. But anybody who wants to dry camp and you're equipped for that, we can accommodate on these tent sites. If you're carrying your own power and water, I do allow generators up until 10 p.m. so you would have to shut them off once quiet hours begin. But that would be so basically 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. would be generator time. Other than that, you would have to shut it down for the night. But if you're just tenting and don't have your own power source, you've got one outlet over there, one 15 amp outlet. All right, looking at all of the sites individually at the top, this is site number 13. This is the only one that has water on it. There is a power outlet there, but currently is not turned on because some upgrades need to be made, but it is on my list of things to do. This is site number 12. This is across the road from 13, right next to the bathhouse. This one offers water but no power as well. This here is not any campsite, it's just a parking area for trailers and cars. And this is site number 15 across from the bathhouse. This is the highest site in elevation on the property. Site number 17. And site number 16. Most of these sites, 15, 16, 17, can accommodate up to 25-foot campers. Site number 18, this is our smallest of the dry camping sites, and you're not going to get much in there in terms of a camper, but we can certainly do a tent, and I'm even considering possibly putting a glamping tent on this site. Down at the bottom of the hill, that road that you see there goes to a private residence. The campground ends right here where the road goes up onto the hill. So no one has permission to go beyond this point. This here is site number 19. This is a seasonal camper that's been coming here for years. This is site number 21. This is also rented out to a seasonal customer, although they haven't arrived yet. This is site number 20, another seasonal customer. They've been coming here for years as well. This is just a storage area for the campground use. It's basically just extra lumber, extra plumbing supplies, extra picnic tables. All of that stuff is stored in this location. So this is not open to the public. This is just where we keep our extra stuff. Here is site number 22, available to anyone to rent. This area across the road from all these sites is the trailer parking area or extra vehicle parking area. This here is site number 24. This is the big bonus site that we have on the property. In addition to this RV pad right here with full hookups, if you go right up here, you have this tent pad that's also included as part of this site. This is a good site for larger parties. This here is site number 26, a standard RV pad that can accommodate larger trailers as well. And site number 28 is rented out for the season, although they hadn't arrived. Site number 23 is another one of our seasonal customers that's been coming here for years. He's a local fireman. This is site number 30. Again, another seasonal customer that had yet arrived as of the day I recorded this video. Here's site number 25, another seasonal customer. And then site number 27, again, another seasonal customer. And our last three sites on the property are 29, 31. They're both right here, side by side. Can accommodate some larger rigs, perfectly level sites. And then the last site on the property is site number 32, again, a seasonal customer. That happens to be my camper on it right now, but we'll see if I end up moving it or not. But for right now, my camper sits right there on site number 32. And across from site number 32 we have a dump station. This is not open to the public, but it is available for anybody to use. Let's say, for example, you're staying on a site without a sewer hookup. You can use that dump station if you're already staying on the property. And this is the public pavilion that is across from also site number 32 and a storage shed as well. So this is where if we do anything kind of public events, this pavilion is where they are. So yeah, that concludes the tour of the campground. I blew through it really quickly because I didn't want this video to be super long. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to come to cedarpondcamping.com. You can find more information on the campground itself. We've got an upcoming website redo that will make the site look a little bit more modern, but other than that, it has all the information as it exists as of the day that I took over the campground. And yeah, if you have any questions, contact us, give us a call, and we'd be happy to assist you. We'd be happy to book your reservation. We also have online booking through that site. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.